From the roots of our past to the dreams we create, with a vision, a mission.
Hey, family! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! We are back on the
way
S.I.T
live.
podcast.
Yes,
I am back.
Yes.
We are full force today,
That's
and
right.
I
We're
am
all
so
here.
excited. Oh my God! Happy Monday!
Yes.
Happy Monday.
Happy
My
Monday.
Monday's off to a great start, guys. First of all, let me just say welcome back to the S.I.T podcast. I am your host, Sabrina. We also have our host, Michelle. We have Terry. And of course, we have Natasha,
Of course.
our clinical licensed psychotherapist.
I
So
think we all need a hand clap.
we all need it.
Oh, well, I don't know what happened to the
Girl, okay, never
We'll go
mind.
live.
Family, she back.
This
That's
is
all I'm going to
live.
say.
This is
Family,
live.
Michelle is back.
This is live.
And we are happy to have her back.
Yes. Oh, good news.
What's the good news?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I went on Facebook and I told people to make sure they watch us.
I'm so
I
proud
reminded
of
them.
you. I'm so
I
proud of
reminded
you.
them. I
That's good.
reminded them because, some people call me and they're like, oh, you should remind me. And I'm like,
Okay,
okay,
now.
I would love
yeah.
to call you. I would love to send you a text
Mhm,
message.
mhm.
But I just reminded everybody on Facebook
That's beautiful.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it was so exciting.
That's gonna be a
Yes.
session. That's gonna be one of our podcasts going on social media
Okay.
for the old folks. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
For
well,
the
I
Facebook
was gonna
people.
go old school and tell everybody to remind yourself with your 2025 planner to also put it in your cell phone calendar,
Mm-hmm.
to also write it on your desk calendar,
Okay.
as well as on your to-do list. So make sure you put that everywhere, and like a little post-it note that S.I.T podcast, Sisters
Oh, that's
Inspiring
beautiful.
Transformation,
Yes,
will be
yes.
on every
Every
Monday.
Monday.
From 7 p.m. Eastern to 8 p.m.
Absolutely.
Exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah, so I'm so
And be-
old school. I'm
Right.
sorry.
And so before we move on, I just
But
want to
you-
say
you're
welcome to my Facebook family. Welcome to my YouTube family. I have missed you guys dearly. We were off last week. We took some time off to enjoy Labor Day, as I'm sure everybody probably
yeah.
did. But we are happy to be back.
Happy to be back.
And I am just going to, before we get into what we are going to talk about today, I'm just going to turn it over to my guest, my host, so you guys can say something to the audience. Go ahead, Michelle. Welcome back. She's
Yay,
back, y'all.
yay. So I just want to say I am a 24/7 caregiver. That's why I can't call and
Oh, okay,
text. Just,
okay.
to let you guys know.
Yes,
But
no.
shout out to my cousins from D.C. They held it down. They
Okay,
watched
great.
Mommy this weekend. So I was able to
good.
do a lot of stuff, as well as get on Facebook.
Well, welcome back.
That's beautiful.
But before
That's
we
beautiful.
go, before we get started, Sabrina's birthday is on Wednesday.
Oh,
This is a gift.
what a
So,
surprise.
yeah, so
Aw.
her birthday is on Wednesday, and I want you to open this
It
now.
is now?
Yeah, right
can't-
now. You can't wait.
Right now.
You
Oh,
gotta
my
open it right
goodness.
now, right now.
I hope it's something she likes.
Wait a minute now. Is this for my relationship? I don't know. I got bronze cuffs.
Well, it's cuffing season.
Something
So Sabrina's gonna tell us later after Terry and Natasha goes.
I
She's
love
gonna let
that.
us know if she wants to cuff someone
Oh,
or
my
if she
goodness.
wants to court someone.
Yes,
Ooh.
yes,
She's
yes.
gonna let us know. You think
I
about it,
like-
Brett.
Cuff or
This
court?
is
Birthday.
Thank you. This
And you think about it. You think about
Woo!
it.
This is a-
And you got your little keys in.
La, la,
Oh,
la.
my goodness.
Look, I
Wow.
don't know who's gonna get these keys.
Oh.
I know
Who
the
is
dating
going
show is the egg, so let's see who gets Sabrina keys. Here you go.
This is so exciting.
What
I'm
a
gonna
surprise.
cuff somebody. Terry, come on, Terry, talk to us. How was your Terry? I don't know. Terry, go ahead, Terry.
Again, just happy to be here. Happy to be here with you and Michelle and the audience.
Yes.
And I hope that I can bring some masculine energy to the program. And, because we got to go full circle, okay? We got to be all together.
Okay. Hey, Grammy. Hi, May May. Hi, Janine. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Okay.
Glad you guys are here. And if you are enjoying what you see so far, and if you've been enjoying the S.I.T podcast, please, guys, click, subscribe, share, Tell a friend. Tell them to come on and watch it because we have some exciting stuff going on today. Now I'm going to turn it over to Natasha.
Tasha.
Hey, family.
Hey,
Hi.
how you doing?
I'm having a good start to the week, better than yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday was the kickoff of Sunday football. It wasn't
What?
the first day.
Oh,
Yes,
Because
football
Thursday was the
season.
first day of the season, but Sunday is the first Sunday of the season, and my day went by so fast, and before I knew it was 7:30.
Right.
So I want to tell people, we were talking about this, that as Michelle is reminding people to watch the SIT podcast, let the SIT podcast be what you engage in before the kickoff to Monday Night Football, because Monday Night Football do start at 8:20.
All right,
Yeah,
I like
ma-
that.
Make a note of
I
that.
like
Your
that.
entertainment before you watch the Monday night game. So as you guys are finding out, I'm bringing a little bit of masculine energy too, Terry, because I love football.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. Oh.
All right. I can see some football talk coming up.
All right.
Very nice. Trish said
Little
handcuffs.
beef,
Trish said handcuffs are the new birthday bracelets.
Oh.
All right now.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so we have a lot of nice and fun stuff to talk about today. One of the things we're going to talk about is cuffing and what is cuffing season. And so I gave Facebook family and YouTube family homework, and I told them they had to look up what cuffing was.
Wow.
And so I'm going to ask them to drop in the chat what cuffing is before we get to actually talking about
Okay.
what it is.
Okay.
So while they're throwing in their responses, I'm going to read a letter from one of our listeners.
Oh, wow.
And this one was really, really interesting.
You always-
And I
always
liked
good.
it. And I chose this one out of the many that we received because we're actually going to talk more and more about dating as we move forward. And so this question, oh my God. Facebook family, YouTube family, as you drop what in the chat, what cuffing season is, I also want you to take a listen to this letter from one of our listeners.
Oh,
It's
yes.
ooh-wee. It says, "Dear SIT podcast team," that's us.
That's us.
That's us.
With a team.
We're the team. I recently met someone that I really connected with. We had been talking for a while, and I felt comfortable enough to ask them out. It was at that point that they shared with me that they have an STI, and for those of you who don't know, sexually transmitted infection, it used to be STD. So they recently exposed that they had an STI. And so the person said, I'll be honest, I was shocked and felt upset and this didn't come up earlier in our conversation. My question is, when should something like this be disclosed in a conversation or in the dating process? Should it come up right away, or is it okay for someone to wait until things progress before sharing such a personal part of their lives? I'd love to hear your perspective.
Okay.
I would like to hear this.
Well, and it says sincerely concerned listeners. So Michelle, I'm gonna just
Oh, you
really
just gonna
quickly.
start with
No, I
me?
just,
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
think? I mean, just your opinion. I
Yeah.
mean,
You know,
it's
I'm
doesn't.
always off with you guys. You guys always to the right. I'm a little to the left.
Well, that's
Well, that's
okay. That's what
okay.
makes the
Okay,
show.
That's what makes the show. That's
Yeah.
why I'm back.
Okay.
Okay. So I would say that they wait until they have sex, just before they have sex. I said that. I said
Well,
they
okay,
wait.
just out of curiosity, why do you feel that way? They should wait until right before
because
they.
it's their personal business. They
Now, when
want
you
their
say
business
right
in the
before
street.
sex, let
Well,
me.
not
right,
like-
They like,
right,
are
right.
they in the
Oh, by
motion,
the
and then it's
way,
like, because that's a
Yeah.
killer. But I'm
Oh,
just saying.
no, not why they got the handcuffs on.
Oh,
Before
okay,
they put the handcuffs on.
okay, all right,
Before that, before the handcuffs.
okay. Terry, what's your thoughts?
Well, my thought is again, wait, because again, it doesn't have to come right away. Because again, you don't know if you want to have an intimate relationship with that person, and so I will wait and see how things go.
See how they progress.
Oh,
They
yeah,
progress.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised
yeah,
because
no.
I usually always.
No, I agree with you, Michelle, on
Alright.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Brad?
I think whether it's an STD or anything, I think that the initial conversation with somebody, I agree, is not something you divulge day one or day two, but it should come up eventually, especially if you see something long term in this relationship. I think honesty and vulnerability is the best way to be in a relationship, and it gives you some insight on whether or not that person really is committed to you or want to be in a relationship with you, right?
But how long? How long are you saying do you wait? Not like you're not saying.
I'm
wait.
not gonna wait till I put the. I mean, till you put the handcuffs on.
Wait,
but-
no.
Right, no, I don't think nobody's saying that.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Natasha? Let's get the expert.
Right, you got to build that
Let's
trust
get the expert
and make sure it's
involved.
going somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what the expert says.
Yeah.
We want to see what the expert says. Okay, Natasha.
Well, this is a good, interesting topic because it could be many different things that people need to speak about and they're insecure about divulging. So just as the concerned listener had concerns about it, and I'm sure the person that they're talking to was probably thinking about this as well. And I think I'm going to err on the side closer to Sabrina because what you may think is a big deal may not be a big deal for someone else,
Right.
because especially in the early stages of building a relationship, which we will continue to talk about throughout this month, the most important thing is to begin to build trust.
Right.
And I'm just thinking about on the other side of that, if you got something that you know that may be a shock value to someone else,
Right.
or someone else is not really thinking about it, and then you wait till there's levels of vulnerability that has been layered, right? So you know, we're all adults when we're dating.
Right.
You know when someone getting more emotionally closer to you and connecting, you feel the energy, and then you come in and drop what could be considered a bomb in the middle of that. You're now pulling back the trust you already developed.
Right.
So I think people should err on the side of thinking, when is it the perfect time for them as they are thinking about building trust? Because we don't understand that trust is earned. It's not just given. Some people give it out, but you shouldn't. You should earn it. So I hope that's a clear answer on. It doesn't give you a specific timeline, not the specific date, because people excel through dating at different stages. But I wouldn't want you to be in the dating process and really then like someone, and now you got to give this heavy information, and trust has been built, and now it's broken a little bit, and now you got to build it back up, right? We always want to avoid the moments in time where we break trust. Sometimes trust is just broken due to circumstances, but we don't want to create that for ourselves.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about it from the side of not the listener, but the person who got to divulge the information.
Right.
So I hope that's helpful.
Yeah.
Yes, very good.
Yeah,
one.
that's a
Yeah.
good
I like
one.
that. I like that.
Can you?
That's good.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh my
What
goodness.
would you do, Brad?
What do you mean? What would I do? About what?
Okay, let's table it.
No, wait a minute. No, wait. What do you mean? What would I do?
I'm just saying, like, what if the person didn't tell you? Then what would you do?
And I found out after we were in a relationship,
Yeah.
and we were in. Oh God, that would.
No, that would be.
That's not good.
Yeah,
Atomic
look,
bomb
that's
right
talking
there.
about the trust factor,
Right.
right? That would
Yeah.
not be good, because now you knee deep in it. You putting a burden on someone else about information they didn't have, and now that person got to decide: can I trust this person again? What am I gonna do?
Right.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
point.
What else
I'm
are they
making. You wanna
keeping
think
from
about
me?
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah. No.
Ooh, our listeners.
Wow.
Ooh.
They have some questions.
Yes.
All
so-
right. Well, I'm glad we got some answers.
Yeah.
Yes,
About that.
yes. Thank you, concerned
That was
listener.
good.
That was a
Yeah.
really
that was
good
a good
one.
one. That was a good one. It really
Woo!
was thought-provoking.
I like that.
It
That was
is.
good. Yeah.
Shell, this fan is really
Oh,
working.
okay, you
All
want-
right, so our topic today is cuffing season. What is cuffing season? So Facebook family, YouTube family, did we get any responses for cuffing season? I didn't. Everybody's
you
silent.
gave them homework, you said?
I gave them homework.
Yeah, we mentioned last time.
Okay,
We
you
were
did
here.
mention
Yeah,
it
yeah,
because
you
I
did,
watched you
Because
guys.
I said don't
and
say
you know
it.
what? I had to look
But
it
that's
up.
okay because we're
I didn't know what cuffing season
we are
was.
still going to talk
So
about
I
it.
had to look it up.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
let's see if they knew already.
So cuffing season, what is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a seasonal trend usually in the fall, winter months where people are more likely to seek short-term relationships for companionship and warmth.
Yes.
It usually happens October through February, and why it happens is because shorter days, holidays, loneliness, social pressure. But the real question is, how do you know if someone is genuinely interested or if they just want the cuffing season.
Well, let me
Yes,
just tell you something. When I first looked at that, when Sabrina said cuffing season, we're going to talk about cuffing season. I was like, okay, I can't wait till our meeting because I don't even know what this is.
Okay,
But thank you for our friends Google. I was like, real
One of the
quick.
smartest-
Yes,
yeah,
one of the
good,
smartest
good.
people I
Google
know.
is good.
So I was like,
Good,
let me
yeah,
Google
yeah,
this.
yeah,
And then
yes.
I was like, I don't think that's right because they trying to get out of gifts. You know, they drop you just before Valentine's Day. That's not fair. You know, you've been hanging out with them all these months, maybe introducing you know, them to your family, and then they don't want to give you a gift.
Right.
'Cause, well, they may have give you a Christmas gift though.
Terry, what you
You
think?
think they give a Christmas gift?
Cuffing season, Terry. Now, have you ever did cuffing season? Let me sit back.
Yeah,
I want to
Oh
see you
my
eyeball
goodness!
to eyeball.
Okay, now I'm just,
Come on, Terry.
have I ever done cuffing season?
Would you ever partake?
Have I partaken? Yeah. I have partaken. I have partaken.
Okay,
But-
so let's
but-
hear from the horse's mouth.
But as adults, we knew what we were doing, and we knew that this was the time, and maybe it would go further than that, maybe not. But if it didn't, then it had to be all right. And
So you warned in advance. Don't look for a Valentine's Day gift.
That what we doing?
Y'all getting
I just-
on Terry.
Terry out there in the streets coughing.
no, I let her know that this, again, it's look, let's see. This is what men say, okay?
Let me hear it.
No, no,
Oh,
uh,
he giving it.
wait a minute.
Facebook,
Let's take a
YouTube.
minute.
He's
Let's
dropping
take a
some
minute
gems
now.
now.
Let's listen.
Take some notes.
Brothers, forgive me. In the player's handbook, which
What you created.
it was,
You and Ron.
here's what we say.
The OG handbook.
Yes, the OG handbook. We say, well, let's see how this goes.
Oh, we're going to talk about that too.
Let's see how it goes. I'm not making any promises one way or the other. Let's see how it goes.
So, ladies, just so you know, if a guy says, let's see how it goes,
That means cuffing.
he's not that into
So
you.
he's
All right,
cuffing.
Tasha, what you think?
Well, you know, it's interesting. I like what Terry said that he's partaking in it,
Right.
And
I
that
love that.
they were adults and they knew what it was about. So it sounds like there was some type of conversation around the end of the summer after everybody having a hot girl summer, hot boy summer.
Yeah.
The winter months are coming in, and we need some companionship. I don't want to be snuggled up by myself. And I wonder if we could really kind of talk about that from a way that people can make the choice and have agency to decide, this may just be the part of when I was thinking about it as we've been planning to talk about it, that this is actually a good time to kind of get to know somebody. And if you could get through the winter and then maybe enjoy the spring, you may be on to a relationship. But look, we had some companionship for winter.
That's
You might have
that's
the
what I'm
summer
saying.
vacation.
You might.
Right. If it
Right.
don't work out, spring is in the air, love is in the air. I'll go on to find me somebody for the spring and
But
summer months.
but
So
I
kind of align with
Natasha,
Terry.
I have to say one thing, okay, ladies. I have rules.
He wrote it down. He got the handbook with him.
But
He wrote the handbook.
It is literally a handbook. He wrote it himself.
But I just want to say for all those out there, okay, after the cuffing season, and this
Get
is,
gone.
This is number no. This is number 7. Thou shalt not ghost. Thou shalt not ghost. Okay?
Wait, what's number 1 through 6?
Well, I mean, they got some suspense here,
Can you give us number 1?
Let's go through the list, Terry.
Oh,
How about
oh
the
my
list?
goodness.
Wait a
Let's
minute.
go through the list.
Okay.
No, don't let Terry give up all his.
Okay,
jewels
wait,
to
Terry,
me.
say-
Did you plan on going
Yeah,
through the list?
yeah,
You
No,
wrote the list.
I like that.
But I got a lot of these, Okay, I'll share number one. Number one, be mindful of your desire for a relationship. Okay, or what are you looking for? That's what I asked the girl. What are you looking for? Okay, do you want sex? Do you want companionship?
And what was her response out of curiosity for the one with the cuffing
How many women
season?
we talking about here?
Well, most women don't say anything. They just like she just like they don't say anything, So then you-
Communication, we
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about
right,
that.
yeah. So they're instead of quiet after I asked that, you know.
Well, I think that's a red flag
Okay.
for you. Terry. They ain't saying anything.
All right.
Tasha, he
Let's-
doesn't
let's do a
care.
role
It's
play.
cuffing season.
Okay, no. Let's do a role play. Terry, you ask Sabrina.
Whoa, whoa,
yes,
whoa.
yes,
Let
yes.
Sabrina come up with her answer. Go ahead. I'll use the feed.
Yeah, oh my
Aw,
God.
man.
Role
We're gonna
play.
role play. Go
Role
ahead.
play.
So you want to do question 1 or you want to move on to question 2?
Well, let me go to question 2 because, and I would,
Sabrina's
as I would
silent.
approach
Okay.
hypothetically you,
Yes.
Hypothetically.
hypothetically,
You got certain boundaries.
be clear about what you're seeking in the long or the short term. Okay, is it a quick fling? Where are your emotions? Are your emotions raw? Are they like sort of tampered? I mean, I got to check your emotions here.
Oh wait, before she answers, I think we were going to talk about that too. Are you ready to?
Yeah,
date?
yes.
I think
But
that
that's
was something
that's
we're
our
gonna talk about.
second
That's
topic.
part 2.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
let's go back to.
All right, so let's get into the topic.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll get back to you with an answer on that, Terry. Okay? Because you looked me in my eyes and it felt a little serious.
Okay.
We're
We'll put a pin
role
in it.
playing.
No,
We're
we'll
role
put a pin in
playing.
it. Let's get back to the show.
Terry said, never mind. All right, so let's talk about how can you tell if someone is genuinely interested versus cuffing, right? What do you think, Michelle? Consistency versus convenience?
Oh, yes.
Cuffing, they only call you late night or weekends or around the holidays. Their efforts fades once the season passes. That's kind of what Terry talked about a little bit.
Yeah, so that's definitely cuffing.
And if you genuine interest,
Okay, so instead of that, they'll probably call you regularly. You know, they want more information. They're not just gonna, say, "Hey, what's up?"
right? They make plans in advance and they want to
Right.
know how your day went,
That's right.
even when it's not convenient for them.
Right. So wait a minute. We have a scenario here. If he only texts you Friday night at 10 p.m. in November, but never checks in during the week, that's likely what?
Cuffing. What's your
So
take on that,
Cuffing.
Tasha?
What, on the scenario or consistency versus convenience?
Consistency versus convenience.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Because my take is always going to be like a double-edged sword, right?
Yeah.
Because even if we talk about, because sometimes the reality is that we could be just in it for the cuffing, but both of them could be appropriate, right? Because you can be very consistent in the cuffing season. Because
Right.
You
if,
can
like
be.
Terry said, is
Yeah.
what I think the answer to his first question: if you are looking for a long-term relationship, but you kind of just met this person and you don't know, and it so happened to be around September, October, November, it could be just a cuffing thing that could start out that way. But if you're genuine in who you are and your integrity and you're looking for something long term, you're going to probably show up a little bit more consistent. That convenience, if you're not looking for anything, and whether it's just cuffing, a one night stand, sex, you my Friday night partner and I got a Saturday night partner, that's just who the person is. So I don't think cuffing has anything to do with that. That's just going to be who the person is.
Yep.
So, my stance on when we said we're going to talk about it is just give, not to judge it. Like, we could do cuffing season, but we can also expand that into the spring and summer, and it goes both ways. It may not, but at least we've had a good partner during the winter time. So I think
And if
some
that's
of
what
the
you
stuff-
want, that's
All night,
fine.
yeah.
Right, that's what you want.
Right,
But
and I
that-
think some of the stuff that comes up is you do find out people's character through the process. And as we continue to talk about relationships through it, that's what's the most important. Like, who is this person I'm dating?
That's right.
Where does their
What
integrity lie?
happens,
Where's their
though,
character lie?
What happens, you guys can all answer this.
Yeah.
What happens when you both go into it? You both know that you're being cuffed. You
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
your little cuffs with you.
Yeah.
And you're going through the cuffing season. And then one person's like, no, I really want,
want
this. And the
more.
other person's just like, nah, we said cuffing. It is what it is. Like, that's messed up.
Well, the person
Somebody's gonna have a heartbreak.
that's what I'm saying. Because the
Or-
person that's adamant about the cuffing season, if that's what our agreement was in the beginning,
It's
and
too
you
bad.
change it,
Right.
too bad, too sad.
Too bad. So you can't change your mind.
Yeah, but I think that happens often, even outside of
Yeah,
cuffing
I think it
season,
does.
right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
people will go into a relationship, and one person will say, "I don't want marriage." The other person will say, "I want marriage," but I'm still gonna go on, in this
Oh, right,
relationship.
right.
And then when they don't get married, it's a
Right. It's,
so it happens
they probably
even
was being
outside of.
cuffed.
No, I think that they just settle and think that they're gonna change the person when we know that's not a reality, especially if a person is adamant about one way and a person is about another.
That's right. Because some things can't be changed.
Right.
Because I mean, you might say, like for example, I was just reading a book called "Can't Get Enough" by Kennedy Ryan, and one of the subplots in the book was this billionaire. He was dating a high-profile celebrity, and he told her he had one daughter. He didn't want to have any more children, and she hung in there, thinking that he might change his mind.
Yeah.
But he said, "This is non-negotiable. I don't want to have any more children."
Right. And I think that goes back to what you said, Terry. You have to know what you want.
You have to.
Because if I want children and I'm having this basic dating relationship, we're in the dating phase, and the person across from me is saying, I absolutely don't want
I
children.
don't.
I have a choice now. I could either stay and deal with it and know that I may never have children, or that's my time to leave. But you got to know, like Terry said, you have to know yourself.
Yeah.
We have to
It's
stop
very
settling and honor ourselves and what we truly want.
And sometimes people think they can sort of wear you down.
Yeah.
But something like that is just not going to happen. If I
Yeah.
say I don't want to have any children, it's for a specific reason.
Yeah.
So you got to respect people's boundaries. We talk a
You-
lot
you
about
have
that.
to.
Yeah.
And then I think Terry's number one is the most important thing, because then you go into it telling people what you want, what you're looking for.
Right.
Yeah, but for some reason, people are
They
they
won't
know
tell
that
you?
they won't tell you because
Like
they,
he said
they
when
don't know.
like Terry said when he asked in the beginning, and I said, well, what did the lady say? And he said she didn't respond. You have
Right,
to
so
communicate.
You have to.
Right,
You
that's
have to.
communication.
You have
Yeah,
to.
that is definitely
Yeah.
communication.
And I like what you
So
say,
this is
man.
where
that-
you fall short.
Yeah, because again, is it a genuine interest? Because a lot of times, see, but I think one of the I don't want to get too far off the topic, but people understand that sex and dating are two different things. Okay, they're not the same thing. Just because I'm dating you, that doesn't give me access to your body right off the bat.
That's
No,
right.
I have to. We have to develop a relationship because quiet is kept, ladies. And let me just say that for those who are out there, men are not always just about sex. See, women keep on thinking that all he wants is sex. Ladies, no. Okay, we're more than that because the sex. I mean, that's like a Scooby snack. We gotta get that out the way right quick. But what's after that? What else does she have to offer? If that's the only thing you have to offer, let's smash and get it out the way.
Oh, Lord.
And let me move on. And if I like it, I'll come back. But most of the times, if that's all that you're offering, that's all that he's going to take. And he's not going to wait around for any more because I'm sorry, you may be a beautiful woman, but you didn't put that out there.
Right. And cuffing season obviously is even beyond sex, because when we talked about
should be.
it does classify it as a short-term relationship
Yeah.
for companionship and warmth.
Yeah.
So those are definition of a partnership.
Yes.
So even I'm glad that you actually brought up the ideal about sex, Terry. So even in being cuffed for a season don't mean that's just a sexual relationship.
That's right.
No.
It's a seasonal relationship for the moment. So
Yeah, for those months. And also we have to understand that speaking in terms of women, ladies don't sell yourself cheap. Don't be so obvious, okay? Because you have more gifts than that. And I'm speaking as a father, and I'm speaking as a mature man, okay?
Yeah.
Now, when I was younger, maybe a different story, but as a mature man, it's more to you than that.
That's
what I'm
right.
saying. That's what I want to say.
That's right.
Well, you get ready to finish that handbook.
Well, I got my rules here.
Yeah, you got your rules. You
Rules
gotta
to live
share
by.
Got to share.
All right. So how to tell if someone is genuinely interested versus just cuffing? Depth and surface level conversation.
Okay.
That's if somebody just want to chill and have movie night and that's it. That's more like
Let's Netflix and chill.
Yeah, Netflix and chill.
That's what it is. Yeah.
No curiosity about your dreams, your personal growth.
Nope.
And what about if somebody is interested? What does that depth versus surface level conversation look like? So they are interested.
Or they want to know about your goals, your passion.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And they remember details,
Yeah,
right?
That's right. Yeah.
Details.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
where do you see yourself in the next 5 years or 10 years, and that kind of thing? Because we might be around.
Yeah. So here's a scenario. If she remembers your big work presentation and asks how it went, that's genuine. If she only asks what you're doing every few days, that's cuffing.
So those are some really good examples.
Yeah.
Because again, this was my first time hearing cuffing. I didn't know that was
Tasha,
a
how
thing.
important is the conversation? Hi, Marilyn.
Oh my goodness.
She said Terry
Oh,
is
that's
so
my
right.
auntie. That's
That's
my
right.
auntie Marilyn from Texas.
Oh, from Texas. Hey,
Yes.
okay.
Tasha, how important is the conversation when it comes to cuffing or someone who's genuinely interested? How important is that conversation?
I think it's very important, right? Because when you are in conversation and you are vulnerable enough to expose the depth of who you are, that's most likely an indicator that you're trusting the person. You can trust them with that emotion, those experiences. Trust them with your inner thoughts. Like conversations that include depth are conversations about political.
That's right.
Yeah.
The global context of the world,
That's
about how
beautiful.
you view money,
Yeah.
about how you view family, about how you view parenting if you're not parenting in the future.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, if someone is willing and is sharing those type of conversations, they are forward future thinking.
That's right.
And sharing it with you is sending a message that maybe we could do something. I'm not saying it is, but I'm testing the water to see if we collaborate and we're on a line in those ways. When you have surface level conversation, and you know what, to be unfortunate, surface level conversation don't just happen in couples.
Exactly.
It
true.
could be in
Right.
a
That's true.
4 or 5 year long term relationship, and you don't know the person's favorite color,
That's
or
right.
you don't know how you present in a relationship.
That's right.
Surface level conversation don't get you anywhere but on the surface.
Right.
And if you are intending to be in long term relationships, that surface level conversation dies out. That's why you hear people talk about they get bored in their relationships, or they don't recognize that they don't really know much about their partner.
Yep.
You know, I had someone in practice was dating, and they didn't realize until they stopped dating. Like they went through a roller coaster ride, and overall it was a healthy relationship, but it just wasn't. The spark wasn't sparking
Because they
right?
didn't build that connection,
That's
which is
right.
what
That's
that
Exactly.
those
And
questions
what
and the
she-
communications and getting to know
Right.
your partner is about. That
And
connection
what
is
she
big.
revealed to me was that the person was very charismatic, very complimentary, very funny, you know. And after the relationship ended, and you know, obviously we do our processing, she realized that all the talking, the person was very talkative and engaging. She didn't know nothing about the person.
See that?
Right.
Yeah, that happens.
She didn't know where they grew up at, where their family members were from. And this is 3 years of dating this
Ooh,
person.
that's too
So
long.
they were in
Yeah.
surface level conversation because probably obviously while the person enjoyed being in relationship with her or with each other, there was nothing that was of depth going towards a long-term future.
Right.
So it's just, you know, these are good things to talk about just in general. And again, you know, we talk about this label cuffing season, but cuffing season is like the kickoff to, are you ready to be in a relationship?
That's what we going to.
Right.
Exactly.
Are you ready for love?
Are you ready
Exactly.
for love? Are
And
you ready to date?
And so here's some more tell if somebody is really interested or just cuffing. And we talked about it a little bit. Future plans versus seasonal plans, right?
Yeah.
So in cuffing, what do they do, Michelle?
Well, they don't want to make any commitments. You
Mm.
know,
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
they just want to have fun for the winter.
Yes.
Right. And somebody who's genuinely interested is going to talk about future things, spring
That's right.
events, vacation,
Yeah.
introducing you to their friends. Terry, what is the scenario saying?
If by December he's already talking about what you two could do next summer, that's a strong sign of genuine interest.
Yeah.
Making
Something
future
that's cool,
plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's cool because you get to know them, and then you set that vacation, that summer vacation.
Well, I think the
Yeah.
bigger thing is you know that they want more than just this seasonal relationship
Yes,
because
yes.
they're talking about future plans with you.
Right.
That's right.
And so you know they want to, see you beyond Valentine's
That's,
Day.
no, that's a beautiful thing.
Okay. Very good.
Oh my goodness, this is a good one. Public versus private.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's like when you go out without the person.
Right. They avoid seeing you in public, right?
That's right.
Right.
Oh
So,
my God, Tasha, what you think if somebody was genuinely interested, when it comes to private versus public, what would that look like?
Well, in the beginning, they'll probably have like the language around future plans or seasonal plans, all of that around having temporary language versus long term language. They would want to introduce you to their friends. Maybe, during that season, you have work events because a lot of workplaces have holiday parties and parties like that. You may bring them around your coworkers and your family.
You hear
Or
that,
even
Facebook family, YouTube family? They will bring you around their family and friends,
friends.
co-workers.
All that
That's
good
right.
stuff.
Like if
Hi,
they do
Poogie. Hi,
sporting events-
Janice.
Yeah, if they do sporting events or they would leagues or they have a passion, they'll invite you to come and watch them. If they sing in a choir, shoot, they may invite you to church with them.
Yes.
So, that shows genuine interest because, again, whether this is going to be long term or not, at least in this present moment, I feel happy that I'm with you and we're enjoying each other. So I want to bring you in my world.
Right, and I want you.
Yeah,
I genuinely want you
that's good.
with me.
That
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
good.
I
That
love
makes
that.
sense.
Shantae, Poogie said they talk about sex all the time in cuffing season. Some people.
Some people.
not all people.
Yeah, some people.
Yeah.
I don't know. So here we go. Emotional investment
Yes.
versus emotional distance.
Okay, that's like if they don't share their feelings
That's right,
with
that's
you,
right.
then they're just probably trying to cuff you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, right. They're not trying to get too vulnerable with you, right?
That's right.
They're not telling you anything.
Yeah. Back in the day, there was a song by Ronnie Dyson. It was called "If You Make Love to Me, Then Why Can I Touch You?" Okay. If you you let me make love to you, but why can I touch you? Because you can have sex with somebody and not be emotionally involved. It can be just physical.
That's
it can
right.
Be mechanical. So you got to be careful because the man may be physically available but not emotionally available. And if you need that as a woman, then you got to move on.
Yeah.
And men can do that because we can put things into compartments, and it's not always right, but it happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Well, Terry, let me tell you, in the work I do, I meet a whole lot of people, and I done met thousands of people across the course of my career.
Yeah.
Some women could do that very successfully
Yes,
as
they
well.
can.
So
I
they
agree.
don't
I
just
agree
do
with you.
bash bid,
Yeah.
men bash. Some
Yeah.
women could
Women can do it too.
compartmentalize better than some of the average
of the
men
men,
can.
yeah.
So,
Right.
and
But
it's for
some
many
of the
different
women
reasons.
cuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, again, that's why it's important to know yourself and know what you want.
That's right.
Because if my love language is like physical touch or gift giving, and through the dating phase, I meet someone who thinks that's stupid or doesn't think that's important.
Yeah, right. Whatever. Yeah.
It's already gonna be a conflict.
Of course it is. Yeah.
I want to hold your hand and you don't want to hold my hand. You walking ahead of me?
Yeah.
No. I digress. No,
And
but
I think with this piece of cuffing season, it is very important to be keen to what's happening.
Yeah.
Because if you are spending time together for warmth and companionship, sometimes there could be a lot of emotional talk, but not emotional investment.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Right,
true. That's
so
a good
that is
point.
something
That's a
that
good
I
point.
hope that we get into talk about when you talk about are you ready for dating? Because some people will spill to get attention and need that emotional support figure, but
Yes.
they ain't really still vested in the relationship. And I
Right.
think some of the other scenarios that we talked about, like 1 through 4, can let you also know what type of position you're being put in and what type of relationship it actually is. Because it's hard to be with someone, especially during the winter months, spending a lot of time, maybe it's not a lot of activity outside, and not share some emotions, but many people can get that confused because oversharing does not mean it's a sign of us being emotionally invested. It's just
Right. Of
emotionally
Of
oversharing.
course.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
and that's the one thing you don't want to do.
No, you
Oh
don't.
no,
You
or
don't.
be burdened with because you're
Right.
not recognizing that that's what's happening.
Mhm,
Exactly,
mhm.
exactly. So somebody who's genuinely interested, they share personal stories, open up about vulnerabilities, and make space for your feelings too. So it's not one-sided. They also embrace you as well. But what does the scenario say, Michelle?
Okay, let's see what we have. It says if she never shares anything real about herself, but shows up when it's cold outside, it's coming. If she's leaning on you for support and offering the same, it's real.
That's right.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, so now I got a fun game. We're gonna do
Okay.
Am I being cuffed or courted quiz? Dun, da, da, dun.
Wow, so everybody had their homework, their lesson.
We're gonna let Tasha start that one off. Go ahead, Tasha. Cuffing season
Okay.
versus someone genuinely interested in you. Okay, test
And
time.
we want the listeners to take the test with us,
Right.
right?
Yes,
So
please.
Everybody
our
get
hosts
out
are going to
your
take the test, but we want you guys to take the
tablets.
test too. So
Okay.
think about this.
Yeah.
So whether you're in cuffing season versus if someone is genuinely interested in you, do they reach out to you constantly or only late at night and on the weekends?
Is that likely cuffing or
It's-
genuine interest?
Or genuine interest?
Okay, I'm going. Okay, dun, da, da, dun.
Okay, I'm gonna write on your paper.
Okay. Okay. So A is like, so I'm going to read it again, Tasha. Do they reach out consistently or only late night or on weekends?
on
A
weekends.
is likely cuffing. B is genuine interest. Is it A or B, Facebook family, YouTube
Let's see
family?
what Facebook says.
Woo.
And YouTube, right? Let's
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
see what
yeah.
they say.
Yeah, we got some people joining us on
Oh,
YouTube,
good.
but they're
Oh,
not making
beautiful.
themselves known.
Make
They don't wanna
yourself
answer the
make yourself known, family.
Yeah.
All right, so we have A, it's cuffing season. Likely cuffing.
Likely cuffing. Yeah,
Like
That's what I have. What you have, Tim?
yeah I like likely cuffing.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
Oh.
so.
Natasha.
Okay. Number 2.
Okay. Do they ask you about your goals, dreams, and values, or just what you're doing right now? So that's 2.
So A
So
is likely
which
cuffing.
one is likely cuffing, and which one is genuine interest?
Okay, so I'm gonna read that one more. Do they ask you about your goals, dreams, and values, or just what you're doing right now?
Right now. So one is likely cuffing, and one actually shows genuine interest. So which one is which?
Do they ask you
I
about
would
your
say,
goals,
if it's like a 2-part question. It's
Right.
one or. It
Yeah.
says one or.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go.
So
with-
if they ask you about your goals, dreams, and values, most likely they have some interest. But if it's always about what's the right now, it's probably likely that they're cuffing.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay, so number 3.
Okay, so number 3 is one or the other. Do
Okay.
they make future plans beyond the next week? Is that likely cuffing or genuine interest?
B. Oh,
Oh.
not loud. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
B, B for you guys know it is the genuine interest, right?
Did one,
All right. I'm gonna give you a star for that one.
Nice. Okay,
Okay.
Tasha.
And you guys agree, all right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I was like
have they
elementary school
introduced you to
teachers.
their friends or family, or do they keep you private?
So if you are seeing someone and have they introduced you to their family and friends, or do they keep you private?
Oh, we have some.
So
people
if
joining
they are introducing you to your family and friends, I'm going to go with A. But if they're, that's B, which is genuine interest.
Yes,
But
yeah.
if they're
Right.
keeping me private, I'm going to go with A because they're likely cuffing me.
Check with
Yes,
the Facebook.
yes.
Facebook says B interest. Okay, family. BB. I got a lot of B's. Hi, Monique.
BBB, right?
Hey, Mo.
Okay, Tasha, 5.
Do they open up emotionally and share their real life with you? A is likely cuffing, B is showing genuine interest.
So if they do, I'm going to go with B.
B.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
definitely.
go
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I would say that's
Ooh,
the genuine
that was-
interest.
Goodness gracious. I didn't like quizzes when I was in school.
All right, she got it.
That one, well, some of
You,
them was
you
tough.
give
guys.
yourself an A, right?
You know,
No, that was really
No,
good.
that was
I think
good.
some of the questions was tough because they were too prone, right?
Right.
To give people more of the ideal. The goal is to give people some ideal of a checklist and to kind of think about situations you've probably been in the past, or
Right.
maybe something you could be facing in a couple of weeks because we are approaching cuffing
Yo,
season.
are.
cuffing season. Oh my goodness.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
So now we want to know Are you ready for
Love.
ready for
Are
love?
you ready for love?
Ready for love?
Oh my
Are you
goodness,
ready
Are
to
you
date?
ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready to date?
Well, you
Terry?
know, before we get into that, maybe what I could do is I could share some approaches on some tips on how to approach cuffing season.
Okay.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Yeah,
Sounds
And
good.
I
yeah, I
think
like
a
that.
lot of
I
the
like
tips
that. Yeah, that's
has
good.
been aligned on what we've talked about, right?
Okay.
So number one for me, Terry, on my list of rules.
Wait, Tasha.
got-
Wait,
you got
Tasha.
this.
Wait, Tasha. Tasha, let me tell the Facebook family, YouTube family, we are about to get some tips now from Tasha.
That's right. Tips from Tasha.
Yes. So take note to this, right? So
Okay.
my number
Take
one
some
is
notes.
aligned with Terry's number one, self-reflection.
Mhm.
Before diving
What do
into a
you want?
relationship, it's important to know what you're looking for. Are you
Exactly.
seeking a serious relationship or you just want companionship for the season?
Mhm.
Knowing your intentions can help you find someone, this is key, with similar goals.
That align with your goals, exactly.
Yeah,
Similar
that's
Yep.
important.
That's important.
That's
Right.
important. That's important.
Good.
So,
number
Facebook
two
family,
is
YouTube family, are you for cuffing or not?
for cuff or not. Yes.
Cuffing
So
or not?
be open-minded.
Yes, we got to be.
While it's
gotta be
good
that.
to have standards, being too rigid can limit your options. So that's what I was talking about, right? So be open to meet different type of people and experience new things. Be open to the possibility that this could be a cuffing relationship, but depending on how you approach it, it can actually lead into something beyond February and March, into the
Just
spring
don't
to summer.
give up the
That's
goods.
it. Play your cards right.
Oh Lord, we're gonna have to work on this, cuz we
Yeah,
got to
right
work
there.
on this, right?
Keep your
Having-
good.
Yeah.
Nah.
Hold back the
having
goodies.
healthy sexual interaction is important in every part of a relationship.
No, I know.
We got
I,
to- okay, we got to work on this.
No, I know.
So
Because they
number
changed
three.
those STDs to STIs. Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about that in the future, how you
Okay.
manage that
Okay,
safe,
we will.
right?
It's too
Okay.
soon
And
for
like,
the.
Too
another,
soon for that.
yeah, right. Another tip, which I think we will talk about, because we did promise this, is being open to use the dating apps.
Yeah.
Many people
Oh,
do turn to the dating
absolutely.
apps during
We are going to talk about that at the
Yeah.
end of the month.
Yes.
Right. And so those apps can help you connect with potential partners who are looking for and may have similar interests, quote unquote, if they telling the truth. Because part
Oh,
of a
my
lot of
goodness,
those
wow.
profiles, it asks you, what are you looking for? I'm looking for a good time or a long time, a hookup or a relationship.
Yeah.
So ideally you would swipe on a person who have the similar goals. So, I think the apps, well, I don't know whether people tell the truth or not. That's out.
Well, right. That's what we were
to
talking
be
about.
continued.
Trustworthy.
Yeah,
Right.
trustworthy,
But
yeah,
if they
yeah.
are, you can kind of find someone with similar values. Number 4, attend social events, right?
Oh, okay.
Whether it's a holiday party, a friends gathering, or a community event, social events are great places.
You have
meet
to
new
get out.
people.
Yeah, you have
Right.
to get
Don't
out.
be afraid to strike up a conversation and make new connections.
Yeah, I like that.
I think this is in one of Terry's rules, right? Communicate clearly.
Clearly.
Once you start dating someone, clear communication is key.
Gotta be,
Right.
gotta
Make
be.
sure both of you are on the same page regarding your expectations and intentions. So, right, that young lady Terry asked question 1 to, and she was quiet. Terry could have been running the opposite way. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's
Terry
no
said, got him.
Oh,
Got him.
oh,
He knew what that was
I gotta know these things. I gotta know.
Okay.
I can't waste
I
my
got 2
time. I'm
more
a
to
busy
give you
man.
guys. Yeah, 2 more tips. Take it slow.
Yes.
While
Take
the
it
ideal
slow.
of having someone to spend the winter with is appealing, rushing into any type of relationship can lead to problems.
I agree.
Take
That's right.
time to get to know the person, and again, even in cuffing season, you can build a genuine connection.
Yes, you can.
The last one, and this is one of my favorite ones because I live life free, right? Enjoy the moment.
Enjoy
Yes,
the
enjoy the
moment.
moment.
Yes,
Yes,
I
yes.
like that. Enjoy
or
the
not.
moment.
Yes,
enjoy
enjoy
the
the
time you spend together,
like
make
that.
memories, have fun, and appreciate companionship.
That's
Yes,
right. Yes.
absolutely.
beautiful. I like
Excellent,
that.
excellent
I like
tips.
that.
Ladies and
Right.
gentlemen, You
So
heard
did
it
you
yourself.
decide what you want to do? Cuff somebody or not?
Y'all see it.
Well.
You all see it.
We
You
can
see it,
remember
you see it.
this. Like, Michelle, remember this. The goal of cuffing season is to find someone in the colder months. But what could be important is if you stay true to yourself and your needs, you could possibly have a long-term relationship.
right.
So
Possible.
Nice, healthy
It's
one,
possible.
Absolutely.
possible.
If you want one, Terry.
Yeah,
If
if
you
want
want- if
one.
you're looking for
yeah.
one, right.
But it's sad, and I don't want to say this too loudly, but sometimes women don't know when they're a one night stand.
Whoa.
Give us some
Terry
insight. How do they
dropping
know?
How do you,
All right,
how do you know
Facebook
if somebody
family,
be a
YouTube
one-night
family,
stand? Let's see
listen
what
up.
let's see what they
Terry's
say.
going to tell us how to know if you're a one night stand. Go ahead, Terry.
You don't hear from it anymore.
Oh.
Oh, you go.
said-
They just
go.
ghost. Yeah.
But
You
Terry,
mean the
I
same
think
thing
the
you said
women-
don't do in number 7?
Ghost them.
Right. But Terry, I
That's
think
what
when
happens.
you ask that question,
Yes.
see, this is how men and women communicate differently, and we're gonna have a good time with this
Yes.
when we get to that time. I think when you ask the question, all three of us,
Yes.
and I will bet my last dollar on 90% of the women that's listening
Yes.
thought you was gonna tell us how do we know that before we take our panties off.
Hello.
After
Not
you
after
told us
we do
know
it.
what it is.
Right. You know,
We was thought you was gonna give us something to have a key
So
to.
I'm gonna drill back just a little bit.
Men don't work that way. We don't work that way.
But wait a minute.
Yeah,
you
yes,
sitting
yes, yes.
across, you ask a lady out on a date. I'm
Yes,
sure you had some kind of preconceived notion before you even asked her out on a date.
Yes, yes.
How do you know whether the lady that you're about to ask on a date is a one night stand,
Okay.
maybe a future cuffing season? Like, I'm sure there's something about this lady that gives you that thing. I'm just going tonight.
I mean, I don't know how honest I can be because I don't want the brothers to get mad at me, but they do.
Terry,
but my mother says
Don't be a
it's
father
true.
on one minute and then now you don't want to be one on the next.
No, I'm just joking. No, and I'm gonna be real adult with y'all, okay?
We need
Okay.
this.
Yes.
Kids, go to bed.
Yeah. But it becomes a one night. Everybody see that movie Love Jones?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In this scene with Lawrence Tate and Nia Long, after the morning after,
Listen, family, listen.
she was talking about she held back. Okay, ladies, don't hold back, because if you hold back, see when that happens, I'm thinking that's all that you have, and I'm not satisfied.
Terry, you
I'm
done went through a
sorry.
whole different.
Yeah.
I'm talking about how. Now you done went into the whole. You jumped over the question. Like,
I'm
how
sorry.
do
What's the
you
question?
know?
How do I know?
Yes.
I don't know until we get down.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
the
know.
answer then.
I
Yeah,
think
okay.
everything would be different though, based on the
Yeah.
scenario where you're at.
No,
know,
but
who
see,
see.
you want me to make it pretty, but I can't make it pretty.
Right.
Gotcha.
You know,
Right.
I
Got
don't
you.
know what if this.
They don't
is-
know what's going
no,
down
No.
now.
Yeah, this is the way men are. Okay, you know. Again, you know.
Listen, family, listen.
Yes,
Giving it
you
to
know,
us.
when it happens, you know, it's what was the quality? I mean, no women that we know, but there's some women,
Nobody we know.
some women who think that sex is just, you know, that's not sex. I mean, you know, that's why I say men and women should read romance novels so you know what the man wants and what the woman wants. Some women think that they just open up the gates and that's it, you know.
Well, Terry, I'm going to play devil's advocate
Please,
because
please.
I did have a life before I was married, right? And let me tell you,
Yeah.
I've been in the place where I had a one night stand and I've been dissatisfied.
Hello.
It happens
Now,
both ways.
say it,
Let
girl.
me tell you, Look, I remember I knew it was going to be a one night stand. You know how I remember I knew it was going to be a one night stand?
What is that?
Because by the time we got to the do, I hadn't even remember the dude's name. So
Yes,
men
yes.
got a lot of game, but women do. So I think the answer Sabrina get asked was a good question, because for you, Terry, what you're saying is that you don't know until you get you taste the product, right? And if the product ain't right, you may not come back. But there are people,
Oh, I won't
think
come
the-
back. It's no maybe about it.
Right, you
I
won't come back. Right, Terry,
Yeah.
clear about that. But I think, like we were asking, is that what happens before you get there?
Right.
Like, so in my instance, this guy was tall, dark, and handsome, very charming, very
Suave.
charismatic, very funny. And I guess I was in my season. It only happened once in my lifetime. But in that moment, I was in my season. Like, well, that's all he good for. So he ain't the husband type.
No,
but
no,
let
no.
me just get some goods for the night and go on about my business.
Right,
So,
right,
you
right.
know, I think Sabrina was asking, you do know before you even get to the act of being engaged in sexual intimacy that you have an ideal about what you want from this.
So when a
We
girl
all have-
approaches,
You have an idea, yeah.
and I'm gonna use, and I don't know, God
Hypothetically,
forgive me.
hypothetically,
So if you
yes.
saw
Yeah,
me
yeah,
walking,
give us a
if
real
you
good
saw
one,
me,
yeah.
go back up here
Yeah.
for a second. Okay, eyeball up. If you saw me walking up
Yeah.
to you,
Yes.
is the first thing you think about is
Sex.
sex? I mean, I don't. Not that I really
Oh,
care.
I'm
I'm just
That
saying.
just came out.
No, not for me. That's not the first thing I think about. That's not the first thing I think about. But not like Natasha said. But it works both ways because a man could be a one night stand too, because women are sometimes very vocal. Sometimes they just it was nice. And you
Or
don't
not.
you don't want to hear that.
Or not.
And,
Right.
Can
You know
I,
the woman
not.
say that.
can I see you
She
again?
calling
Well,
you
I'm
back.
I'm busy. Why are you
Wow.
busy? Said I got to study for my blood test.
Oh, Jesus, not the study. But Terry, you talked about one time you went to a restaurant with a young lady,
Yeah.
and she said you were boring.
No, not. She was boring. I found her boring.
Oh, I thought you. No, I thought you
you
said,
said that
she
she
was
said
because I
you
said
was
to
boring.
you.
She was boring. Yeah. She told me that she was boring.
Oh, that's what she
She
told you.
told
I
me,
thought it was the
yeah.
other way
I thought
around
she
because I
said
asked
you
you,
was boring.
right? Because then I asked you. I said, well, when
Terry
somebody
don't wanna be
says
boring.
something like that to you, do you end the date or do you
Oh, no,
continue on? And you said, oh no, I wanted to sleep with her.
No. I'm what had happened. She told me
What happened
she told me
was-
she was boring,
Oh,
and
okay, misunderstood.
I didn't hear that.
Oh,
All
okay.
I just as Lauren Hill said, I just that thing in that's what I was thinking about.
So that was your first date?
Yes.
But okay, so what was it about her that made you want to sleep with her?
No, but you have to understand that's men don't work that way. Okay, we can look at you because I look at that doesn't mean I want to sleep with you.
Right.
I look at you, but see, you have to give me something. I mean, I got to be interested. Okay, because I meet a lot of women who want to have sex, but
You're not gonna have sex with everybody.
No,
Not
no,
everybody. No, so you gotta figure out if it's more than that.
Okay, ladies.
Is it worth it? I mean, because the thing is, you have to understand, especially right in these days and times and whatnot. You just can't just.
Them STIs.
Ladies,
Yeah,
all I
nah,
can
man,
say
you know,
is
you
just
can't
take your
spread it out,
time.
Look, here Michelle keep talking about the STI.
Ladies, take your time.
Take your
Get to
time.
know the person
That's right, yeah,
you're
yeah.
talking to. And for men, you got to take your time and get to know the person that you are talking to.
And one last thing before we leave this, okay?
And I have one more last
Okay,
thing. Too.
a friend of mine, he went out on a date with this woman, and they were talking, and she gave him a long list of things that she didn't do. And I'm saying, like, what's left? You don't do
Like she
this,
don't
you don't do
cook?
this, you don't do that.
What the
okay.
heck? What do I do?
I don't know.
That's too much.
Wait, now that could be seen another way. She could be exposing herself. So if you're looking for X, Y, and Z, then maybe I'm not the one for you.
Right,
So
right.
get that
And that's
And that's what I'm
honest.
thinking.
That's
And
honest.
that's
I
good for
love
her.
That is,
That's good for her.
It's good for me too.
Right, she telling
'Cause I don't have any great
she answering
expectations.
Your question for number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell you what she don't do.
Yeah, but the way she explained it, and it leave much, what can I do?
Ladies and gentlemen,
So you
Facebook,
rather
you
her say
wait,
what you want to, what she
Wait,
does
your
do.
friend.
No. I'd rather find out. But she with him, she thought that she should put it out there.
That's a good idea.
I'd rather, but with me, my whole thing I said before
Is
I
that
go
a
on
new
a
way to
date with a woman,
communicate?
I have we have a conversation, and in the conversation, I'll know what's what.
And that's right. That's how you get to know people is through conversation and talking.
And again, I'll be real transparent. I was one of the casualties during the pandemic. I got divorced during the pandemic. Okay, and my first date after during the COVID was a young woman. We were talking, and she says I really like Nikki Giovanni, the poet. I said, wow, And she said, Nikki Giovanni is going to be in Newark, and New Jersey PAC. I said, yeah, I've listened to her and whatnot. And so the next day I went to New Jersey PAC and got some really nice tickets, Then I called her. I said, would you like to come and see Nikki Giovanni with me? And she came, she came to my house, she drove, I paid for the park and whatnot. We had a lovely time, and then she dropped me off at my apartment. I kissed on the cheek, and that was it, And then to continue with that story, Nikki Giovanni's her last book just came out this past Tuesday. I got an advance copy. So I called that same woman. I said, I have the copy of Nikki Giovanni's book. Would you like to have it? She said, yeah. So I sent her a copy of that. So again, I mean, I'm not just, in it for the bang bang and the boom boom.
At least not that one.
I got a question to maybe close us up. So your friend who got that list, right? And you said she didn't leave much to desire. She didn't even leave much for a one night stand on the list.
No, we were friendly. We were friendly. But I'm saying.
No, you said your friend. I'm talking about your friend.
That
Maybe you said
list
your
that she-
friend.
Oh,
got
that
the
she
list
did
for
Oh
not
the
well,
lady.
no,
You said she
my
didn't
friend,
leave
no,
something left for her.
my friend said no, he can't deal with her, and it's so funny. And she even, I didn't know that Red Lobsters had Hennessy, so she had the audacity to order a drink at Red Lobster. I didn't know they had drinks at Red Lobster.
All right. Let's see. Let me say one more thing before we
to
leave.
close out. We
On
have to
Sunday,
close out.
September 14th, Ageless Moments Daycare is having a vendor fair.
Yes,
And
yes.
hopefully you guys come out. It's free. It's 209 Applegarth Road in Monroe, New Jersey. And that's going to be on Sunday,
Oh,
September
beautiful.
14th.
That's
All
beautiful.
right?
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Thank you guys for joining
Facebook
us.
family,
Ageless
YouTube family.
moments.
We ran out of time. We love you. We will
Yes.
see you next
Right.
week. We're gonna have
Yes.
part 2 of our couples, which is gonna be fun and fabulous.
Yes.
Guys, you wanna say something? Close us out. I love you
That's
all.
it. Thanks for watching.
Well,
Yes,
hopefully
yes.
after we have our part 2 with the couples, we could get back to cuffing season because I think we left.
Yeah,
some
we
good
gonna
dating
we
games.
gonna do we gonna
Yeah.
we gonna do part 2 of this
Yeah, we
cuffing
gotta get
season,
to
Also,
y'all.
our dating game.
And on the
Love Connect,
22nd,
Golden
the Golden Connect dating game is
Oh,
happening. So
looking
you
forward
have
to
to
that.
tune in. We
down.
have some fabulous contestants. We have a fabulous bachelor. So stay tuned.
Oh,
We
give
will
them our
see
number.
you soon.
And call us if you want to be a contestant
call
for
us.
next month. 732-902-1252, sitpodcast1@gmail.com.
Email us, inbox us, let us know. See you next week.
Next
Thank
week,
you.
next
Bye
week.
bye.
Bye. What's wrong with the sounds? Oh, you supposed to.
Oh,